Students, welcome to our channel English Now Made Easy. Myself Brijesh sir welcomes you for English higher level lecture. Today we are going to start unit 1. In that we are going to study lesson number 1.4, All the World is a Stage, written by William Shakespeare. Information about the poet. This poem is written by William Shakespeare. He was born in 1564 and he left us in 1616. He was an English poet, playwright, and actor, widely regarded as the greatest writer in the English language and the world's prominent dramatist. He is often called England's national poet and the Bard of Avon. This particular poem is taken from his play As You Like It. He compares the world to a stage where the drama of human life is enacted. Let us now see extra information about the poet. William Shakespeare was born in Stratford. He was the third of 8th kid in the family. He was married at an age of 18. Students, you might be astonished to know his wife was elder than him. When he was married, his age was 18 years, whereas his wife's age was 26 years. He worked as an actor. By the year 1594, at least 6 plays of his has been published. Now warming up activities. Activity number 1. Students, talk to your friend about all the things related to 7. For example, 7 wonders of the world. Pair up with your partner and name those given below, all of the under. A. The 7 wonders of the world. So students, you have to think about the 7 wonders of the world. We will see the solution in the next slide. B. The 7 continents of the world. C. The 7 colors of a rainbow. I hope everybody knows it. D. The 7 notes of a music. Again, it is crystal clear. And finally, E. The 7 seas of the world. Let us see the solution in the next slide. The 7 wonders of the world are the Great Wall of China, Christ the Redeemer statue, Machu Picchu, Chichen Itza, the Roman Colosseum, the Taj Mahal, and Petra. The 7 continents of the world are Asia, Australia, Africa, Antarctica, Europe, North America, and South America. And students, the 7 colors of the rainbow is Vibgyor, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. The 7 notes of a music are Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Da, Ni. And finally, the 7 seas of the world are Arctic Ocean, Antarctic Ocean, North Atlantic Ocean, South Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, North Pacific Ocean, and South Pacific Ocean. Activity number 2. Life is often compared to many things. Write down 7 things that life can be compared to and justify the comparisons. Students, here one example is given. A. Life is a keyboard because if you press the right keys, you have typed a good destiny. Likewise, we have to write 6 more comparisons. They are as follows. Life is a journey. Try to complete it provided you know your destination. Next is life is a game. Be ready to face both victory and defeat. D. Life is an opportunity. Try to grab it as they never come again. E. Life is an ice cream. Try to enjoy before it melts. F. Life is like a stage. We should try to play our role well. And finally, G. Life is like a jack in the box. You don't know what will pop out. Activity number 3. Match the approximate ages with the stages. Students, here you can see 2 columns are given. One contains age group and the second contains stages. So please go through both the columns. Now we will see the solution of the same. Activity number 3, match the approximate ages with the stages. Solution. First, birth to 2 years. Solution is option D, babyhood or infancy. Second, 3 years to 12 years. Option is G, childhood. Third, 13 years to 17 years. Option is A, teenage or adolescent. Question number 4, 18 years to about 44 years. Option is F, adulthood. Question number 5, about 45 years to 60 years. Option C is the answer, middle age. Question number 6, 60 years to 75 or 80 years. Option is E, senior citizen or elderly person. Question number 7, about 80 years. Option is B, old age or second childhood. Let us begin with the poem All the World is a Stage by William Shakespeare. And all the men and women merely players, they have their exits and their entrances. And one man in his lifetime plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. At first, the infant mewling and puking in the nurse's arm, and then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snail, unwillingly to school. And then a lover, shying like furnace with a woeful ballad, made to his mistress' eyebrow. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the pard, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation, even in the cannon's mouth. And then the justice. In fair round belly with good cap and line, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. The 6th age shifts into a lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side. His youthful hose well saved a world too wide for his shrunk shank, and his big manly voice turning again towards childish treble pipes, and whistles into his sound. Last scene of all, that ends his strange, eventful history, his second childishness and mere oblivion, sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. Line 1 to 5. All the world is a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. Students, this is the introductory part of the poem. The difficult words in these lines are merely means just, exit means death, entrance means birth, players means actors. Explanation of line 1 to 5. Here the poet says that the entire world is a stage and all the men and women are only actors or players. Every person has his entrance on the stage, that is born on earth, and has his exit, that is, has to die. Every person has to play many roles at the same time. A person as an individual, from 0 age to death, performs 7 roles, which are called stages of life. Let us see one by one all the 7 stages. Stage 1, infancy. At first, the infant mewling and puking in the nurse's arms. Explanation for this stage, or the first 2 lines, that is line number 5 and 6, is the first age starts as being an infant. Here, the infant cries softly and innocently in his mother's arm. He knows nothing of the world outside. Students, here, nurse stands for the nurse who takes care of the baby, or it may be mother who nurses the baby. The difficult words in these 2 lines are mewling, high-pitched cry, puking, throwing or vomiting, infant, baby, nurse, a person who takes care, and here in this poem, nurse means mother. Stage 2, schoolboy. And then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face creeping like snail unwillingly to school. Students, the explanation of these lines are as follows. Then the infant grows up into a boy who goes to school every morning, though unwillingly. He goes with his bags full of books. He disdains for school, is shown as he goes. He creeps like a snail. He is very slow in his action, while he is moving in the school's direction. Here the difficult words are whining means complaining, satchel means school bag, and disdain means dislike. Stage 3 is a teenage or adolescent. Here the example given is that of a lover. Let us see the lines. And then the lover, shying like furnace with a woeful ballad, made to his mistress eyebrow. Explanation for the same. The schoolboy then transforms himself into a young man full of energy who falls in love, singing songs for the girl he loves. His inspiration is denoted by his focusing on such an inconsequential facial part. Here, eyebrow, which is a part, stands for the facial expression of the girl. Students, here difficult words are shying, means taking deep breath, and woeful ballad, sad poem or song. Stage 4 is a youth. Example given in the poem is that of a soldier. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the pard, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation even in the cannon's mouth. Explanation of stage 4 is after having done with all this, the man now turns to his responsibilities to his nation. According to William Shakespeare, in order to honor and protect his motherland, man has to play the role of a soldier. He is eager to lay down his everything for the noble cause of his nation. He is fierce like a panther. Panther here means leopard, full of strange oaths, brave and always seeking reputation. In his full enthusiasm, he is quite sudden and quick in quarrel. The difficult words are pard means leopard, bubble reputation means temporary fame, cannon's mouth means in danger situation. Stage 5, middle age. Example given is that of a justice. This stage is called a justice age because here the person is able to judge himself and judge others. The lines are, and then the justice in fair round belly with good cap and line, with severe eyes and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. Explanation. By the 5th stage, the man has a fair round belly and severe eyes, with his beard trimmed and tamed, unlike the soldier's scruffy beard. He is able to spout saws full of wisdom, reflecting his valuable experience, which he is keen to share. The difficult words are with good cap and line, extra fat due to careless eating habit, saws, sayings, modern instances, examples helpful in modern times. Stage 6, senior citizen. Example, a senior citizen wearing a loose pantaloon. The lines are, the 6th age shifts into a lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side. His youthful hose well saved, a world too wide, for his shrunk shank and his big manly voice turning again toward childish treble pipes and whistles in his sound. Explanation. 6th stage being that of a lean and thin old man in his loose pantaloon. The description of this man becomes quite vivid when Shakespeare says, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side. He further marks that the big manly voice of the man turns towards childish treble, pipes and whistles in his sound. Difficult words are slippered pantaloon means loose pant, youthful hose means close fitting for covering the legs, shank means portion of leg from knee to ankle, treble means high or shrill voice, and finally shrunk means contract or reduce in size. Stage 7, which is the final state. Here example is of ripe old age or second childhood. This is considered as the last act of one's life. Last scenes of all that ends that strange eventful history is the second childishness and mere oblivion. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. Explanation for the last stage is as follows. The last stage is correctly referred to as second childishness. All the glory that he lived in all his life now comes to an end and will mark his exit. This is the state of being disregarded or forgotten. The difficult words are second childishness, ripe old age, oblivion means being unaware of what is happening, and sans means without. English workshop. Activity number 1. Read the words in given clouds, match them with what they signify. Students, go through both the columns A and B. Let us see the solution now. Stage means life. Characters means role played by human being. Script, story of life. Dialogue, conversation. Entry, birth. Exit, death. Activity number 2. Read the poem carefully and complete the following table. Students, here you can see 3 columns. The first column is ages of man, second column is role, and third is qualities or actions. Let us say one by one. First one, age group 0 to 2 years. Role, infant or baby. Qualities and action, here we can see mewling and puking in nurse's arm. Second, 3 to 12 years. Role is of a child or a whining schoolboy. Qualities and action, whining and creeping like snail. And second, unwilling to go to school. Third, 13 to 17 years. Teenager or lover. And qualities and action seen here is shying like furnace and singing woeful ballad. Fourth, 18 to 44 years. Role played is of adult or a soldier. Qualities you can see here, full of strange oaths, bearded like pard. Fifth, 45 to 60 years. Middle-aged or a judge. Qualities you can see, having fair round belly, severe eyes, beard formal cut. Sixth, 61 to 80 years. Role played is of a senior citizen or elderly person. Qualities or action you can see here. First one, wears spectacles till nose, and second, manly voice becomes childish. 7. Above 80 years. Role played is of old age or second childhood. Qualities or action you can see here. First one, the state of being unaware, and second, sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. Activity number 3. Write down in your own words the difference between the following stages of man's life. Students, already we have seen stage 1 to stage 7. Now, please, on the screen you can see the difference between all the 7 stages from stage 1 to 7. Please go through the slide. Activity number 4. Pick out the lines that contain imagery. Students, what is imagery? Imagery means when you read a line, you are compelled to imagine something. As you can see here, a picture created in the mind when you are using words while reading. So here you have to find out the lines. First one, schoolboy. So in case of schoolboy, which lines compel you to imagine about the schoolboy? Likewise, which lines compel you to imagine about schoolboy? Then judge and senior citizen. You have to write the lines with support. A schoolboy. Line containing imagery are line 7, 8, 9. B. Soldier. Line containing imagery are line 11 to 15. C. Judge. Line containing imagery are 15 to 19. And finally D. Senior citizen. Line 19 to 25. Let us see the difference between free verse and blank verse. Students, the first poem 1.1, where the mind is without fear, was an example of free verse, whereas this poem 1.4, all the world is a stage, is an example of blank verse. Let us see what are the similarities and what are the difference between them. Students, free verse and blank verse, in both the poems we are having no rhyming scheme. I will repeat, there is no rhyming scheme in free verse as well as blank verse. The difference is that in case of free verse, there is no rhythmic meter, means the poem could not be sung. In case of blank verse, it has no rhyming scheme but has steady rhythmic pattern, means it could be sung. So main difference, free verse could not be sung, blank verse poems could be sung. Activity number 6, think and write in your own. Question number A, what is the theme, central idea of the poem? Answer, the theme of the poem is all the world is a stage. It means that the entire world is a stage and we all are players. Everybody has got his entry and exit. The central idea of the poem is that life is a cycle. It begins with infant stage where the child is unaware of what is done by him and ends with old age where again the person sends everything. Once again he is unaware of what he does, followed by death. Question B. Which two stages of man described by William Shakespeare do you find humorous? Why? Answer. I find the first and seventh stage humorous because in the first stage the child is mewling and puking. The baby is unaware of the proceedings of the world. Likewise, in the seventh stage, the old man stands everything and behaves like child. Once again, he is unaware of what he is doing and has nothing to do with the proceedings of the world. Question C. The seventh stage of life sounds very sad and miserable. How can you make old age cheerful and happy? I will come directly to the answer. I will take good care during my teenage, middle age, and old age. As far as I am concerned, I will try to maintain good health, follow healthy diet, and good relation with my family members. Even I will keep enough money during the last stage so that I don't become a burden on my family. Activity number 7A. The poem is entirely metaphorical. Pick out the comparisons from the poem. Let us see. Here, the world is compared to a stage. Actors are compared to players. Birth and death are compared to entrance and exit. Schoolboy is compared to snail. Lover is compared to a furnace. Spotted leopard is compared to soldier. And last stage, that is ripe old age, is compared to second childishness. Now we will solve the figures of speech of almost all the lines of the poem wherever possible. Line number 1. All the world is a stage. Here the figure of speech is metaphor because the world is compared to a stage. Line 2. And all the men and women merely players. Here we are seeing two figures of speech. One is metaphor because men and women are compared to players, and antithesis because men and women are opposite words. Line 3. They have their exit and entrances. Here the figure of speech is antithesis. As you can make out, exit and entrance are opposite words. Now line number 4. And one man in his lifetime plays many parts. Here we can see the figure of speech antithesis because one and many are almost opposites. Here one more figure of speech is their inversion because here the words are not in the correct prose order. The correct prose order is and one man plays many part in his lifetime. Line 6. Mewling and puking in the nurse's arm. Here we are having two figures of speech. One is onomatopoeia because the word mewling is a sounding word. Second one is tautology because here mewling and puking are somewhat similar words as both are related to babies or infants. Line number 8. And shining morning face creeping like snail. Here the figure of speech is simile because schoolboy is compared to a snail directly. Line 10. Shine like furnace with a woeful ballad. Here we are having two figures of speech. First one is simile because the lover is compared to a furnace, and secondly transferred epithet because here the epithet, students, epithet means adjective. Whenever the adjective is transferred from one noun to another, the figure of speech is called transferred epithet. So here the epithet woeful is transferred from lover to ballad. Line number 12. Full of strange oaths and bearded like pard. Figure of speech simile. Here the soldier is compared to a leopard. Line 13. Jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel. Here we are having two figures of speech. One is tautology. Here sudden and quick have similar meaning. And second, repetition because here the word in is repeated for poetic effect. Line 15. Even in the cannon's mouth and then the justice. Here the figure of speech is metaphor because cannon's mouth is compared to danger situation. Line 17. With eyes severe and beard of formal cut. Students, here the figure of speech is inversion. Here the words are not in the correct prose order. The correct prose order is with severe eyes and beard of formal cut. Line 20. Into the lean and slippered pantaloon. Figure of speech here is transferred epithet. Here the epithet lean is transferred from senior citizen to pantaloon. Line 22. His youthful hose well saved a world too wide. Figure of speech alliteration. Here the sound W is repeated. Line 23. For his shank and his big manly voice. Repetition. Here the word his is repeated for poetic effect. Line 24. Turning again towards childish treble pipes. Figure of speech is alliteration. Here the sound T is repeated for poetic effect. Line 25. And whistles in his sound last scene of all. Here the figure of speech is onomatopoeia. Here the word whistles indicate sound. Line 26. That ends his strange eventful history. Here the figure of speech is euphemism because harsh idea of action done in the past is brought in a mild way, or even you can say that harsh idea of death is expressed in a mild way. Line 27 is second childishness and mere oblivion. Here the figure of speech is a metaphor because here second childishness is compared to old age. Line 28, sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. Here the figure of speech is repetition because the word sans is repeated for poetic effect. Activity number 8, read the summary of the play as you like it by William Shakespeare. Students, here you are going to refer internet for writing the summary. Activity number 9, appreciation of the poem All the World is a Stage. Students, here you have to follow the following points: title, poet, rhyming scheme, figure of speech, theme, and central idea. Remember, you are not going to write it in points, you are going to write in paragraph format. Let us see the answer. All the World is a Stage. The title of the poem is All the World is a Stage, and the poet is William Shakespeare. There is no rhyme scheme, but the poem has made use of steady rhythm of 5 beats in each. So the poem is not a free verse, but is a blank verse. The figure of speech frequently used in the poem are simile, example, and shining morning face creeping like snail. Onomatopoeia, example, and whistles in his sound, last sense of all. The theme of the poem is All the World is a Stage. It means that the entire world is a stage and we all are players. Everybody has got his entry and exit. The central idea of the poem is that life is a cycle. It begins with infant stage, where the child is unaware of what is done by him, and ends with old age, where again the person sans everything. He is unaware of what he does, followed by his death. Thank you, students. Hope everybody would have enjoyed today's session. Please stay tuned for the coming new lessons of English higher level. Please like and subscribe our channel. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.